So for the more qualified, you feel me? I got some qualified brothers up here. I took a long 10-year stretch, man, in this shit to understand that the industry ain't shit. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that I only really need to be talking to people that's qualified. I had a lot of interviews, bro, where I was talking to people that I didn't even need to be sitting down with, that wasn't worth my credibility and time. And I do want everybody to know that this platform here is for the good people, you know, for the qualified people, for the people working hard, you know. But don't hit me up talking about here goes 1,000. You know, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? This here is for the culture and for the people, you know. Today, for the people, I got a very, very special guest in the building.
You need anything else here?
For me. Okay, thank you, mama. So, Tyrone Mohammed, man, let's make some noise for my boy Tyrone Mohammed. Ex-con, shaker, motivator, swinger, hitter. Support your local weed, man. Can I see some of those?
Oh, yeah.
Let me show the people what we got going on.
That's a brand we created for DJ Ferris.
DJ Ferris, look it. Support your local weed, man. Like I said, the heavy hitters right here.
This is Crucial Conflict Cold Hard brand.
Yakadocious, my boy. Yakadocious, Cold Hard. Shout out to Cold Hard, the old flick.
We got those vapes.
Okay.
We got those.
Let me see those.
We got those vapes, 3,000 milligrams. All our own product.
Tyrone, we got to get the OG Poppy shit going.
Ain't no question. OG Poppy.
The OG Mommy.
I need
that Bucko pack.
Man, we got y'all, man. We got y'all, because that's what Support Your Local Weed, man, is. The basis of that is social equity, social justice. We spent 50 years, black and brown men, going to prison for cannabis. But 99% of all dispensaries are owned by white men. You tell me who the fool is. So we, in this space, we just want to be able to help other people get their brands out without going to jail, and to teach young brothers that's out there in the black market that there's a way to win in the $7 billion cannabis industry and this $23 billion hemp industry in Illinois. And we not touching the surface. We are probably the biggest hemp organization, Illinois Black Hemp Association, which is very diverse with black, Latinos, whites, and women, and Support Your Local Weed, man, the brand, even to a point that we was offered a nice amount of money just to sell the brand. So we said no, because we understood that once corporate America get it, corporate cannabis get it, ain't no such thing as making no brands for nobody else. So we back those brands with our organization and our concepts.
Shout out to DJ Ferris and the heavy hitters, longtime veteran there and Chicago legend. If anybody wants some of the heavy hitter or some of the Yakadocious or some of this, this is also
that's
DJ Ferris.
That's pre-roll.
Yeah,
that's the wedding cake.
The wedding cake, yeah.
That's Yakadocious.
Where could they go?
Well, they can go to 21st and State. That's Prohibition TH Cafe. Those are cafes. Those are the cafes we will be franchising across the city, the state, and the country. And so they could go there, 2113 South State, or go to supportyourlocalweedman.com. Supportyourlocalweedman.com. You can actually order it online as well.
My brother done had.
Let me finish this, Pop.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no doubt.
You're worthy of a brand. You've been out here grinding as somebody. Myself, I did 21 years in prison. Pop did 20 years in prison. Came out grinding on his business. That's how we met. When I came out, I saw somebody, especially from the joint, and out here doing his thing, being a positive motivator for other would-be cons. That's what you're gonna be if you're hanging on these blocks and drill, killing, and slide. You're gonna be a con or 100%. In the graveyard.
100%.
Man, no doubt about it. So, man, you worthy of a brand.
I appreciate that, bro.
You worthy of a brand, bro. We the culture. That's what we say as Support Your Local Weed, man. We are the culture. We create culture for other people to take it from us.
Sounds like slavery.
It is, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
We still got brothers in jail and in prison and in the graveyard for the black market that is the cannabis industry.
Let me I don't want to switch gears, but I want to switch the temperature.
Yes.
I stay away from. Everybody wonders, bro. I've had a lot of people ask me, cause I be on all the social medias, you know. Pop, why you don't tell prison stories, right? And you know, no salt, no shots at some of the guys who that's all their content is about.
Yeah.
But when I came home, I didn't want to look back. And I wanted to help the ones. I mean, don't get me wrong. I pick up that call still. You know, I still send a little 50 ball or 100 ball when needed. You know what I'm saying? But I have not at all, not one time, try to focus on those Zuzus and Wang Wangs, on those COs, on no stabbing on up MB house, on no riot in the chow hall, on no send up in the motherfucking yard, on me getting shot in the joint. I don't tell none of them stories because it's just not something I like to focus on or glorize, you know what I'm saying? Glorify, right. But I do want you to tell the people, man, of What's Poppin' Podcast, iHeartRadio, and Spotify Premium, your story, man. What made you come out here so hard, and also introduce the organization that you have of ex-cons?
Absolutely. So, you can't help but see, and you saw it while you was there, Pop, young men coming in and out of prison while we waiting to get out of prison.
1,000%.
I
see one dude come back 10 times.
10 times. So that says to me, it's clear that the prison industrial complex has no reformation. There's no reformative measures in those places.
You know that.
I know that. So a person can do what they want to do, stay in the cell, play cards all day, and then not even if he wanted to go to school, ain't no school for him. He on the waiting list because Pop and Ty got 20 years. They gonna give it to somebody on their way home.
We couldn't get no good shit, no good time, and that good shit.
No, we had to break it all the way down before we was able to ever go to school. But with that being said,
don't get me talking about prison today.
Oh, yeah, got it.
Don't get me to talk about that.
Man, bro, listen, it's sometimes it's trauma for us in the sense that's why we stay away from it.
I don't like talking about hunger strikes.
Nah.
Just for our human rights. I don't like talking about Orange Crush, making us all get naked and shaking our shit down. Yeah. None of that. That shit ain't cool for me to talk about.
It ain't cool.
I like. Could you stand up for me, baby? Could you give them a 360 real quick? So, this type of shit, empowering our communities and talking about this hip hop shit, this what Pop fuck with.
No doubt.
Have a seat, mama. You know what I'm saying? That I don't really like, I don't go back to the prison stuff. But you come a long way from prison.
Yep.
I got to give you your flowers.
No doubt.
And tell us about
ECCSC.
Yes.
So watching these brothers come, I say, it's clear the authorities, the prison industrial complex have no answer for this. Pastor, politicians, or police have no answer to correct this ill. So our motto is, when we thought about it, we didn't want to make it no political correct term that we didn't create. Returning citizens, what they call returning citizens. We wanted it to be convict based on the Constitution, or when you duly convicted, when they sentence us. So we want them to know that this is real. This ain't going nowhere, and it's a scarlet letter on our back, even long after we come.
This is a man. I gotta interrupt you.
Go ahead.
I don't want me to sound like Nori on Drink Chaps, always fucking interrupting.
Yeah.
But I do gotta tell you, I see with my own eyes the man throw a fucking brick through a fuck. I mean, I can say it, right?
Yeah.
Can I say it?
Yeah.
It was on the news.
Yeah.
I'm not saying nothing ain't out there already.
No, it's there.
This man didn't like the way they was treating the sisters at a fucking nail salon or some shit like that.
83rd.
He threw a fucking brick through their shit, and power to the people.
You
hear me? With his organization that he started that had one little I gotta say it like that, one little patrol car that now got how many patrol cars?
We got at least 12. 12 cars, RV, and our own center.
And who funds it?
Man, the people.
The people.
No government funds has given us anything. So, and that's grit and grind. So we created ex-cons for community and social change because we understood that.
That's the name of the organization. Say the abbreviation. No, say the abbreviation.
ECCSC, and that's ex-cons for community and social change. X.
That's nasty work right there. You heard? That's nasty work right there.
X represents though a double entendre. X will not only X of everything come.
You and my boss need to on the security side need to coordinate because you know what he's introducing. Yeah. No, you know what? I can't even put it out there. I can't even put it out. But it's some hot shit. You hear me? It's some hot shit. I can't put it out there.
Can we make money off of it?
And you could really help the community. So it's worth $1 million. It's worth $1 billion.
You gotta be able.
It's about helping the community.
That's right. You gotta be able to put people to work. Yes. So X represents a double entendre, but we also X of everything that we ever did that was negative. X of all the ills that we passed. And X is also a mathematical equation of unknown. So we got unknown tap potential languishing in prison and in the graveyards. So our organization seeks to stop brothers from going to prison and the graveyard.
Salute, man. Salute. Hey, look, salute from me. Big up. I seen the growth. I seen the evolution. I've seen you grow and I've seen your evolution, and I'm proud of you.
I got a question.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, go ahead before I hit them real quick.
So a birdie told me that you're running for Senate.
I didn't even want to get political yet, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Congratulations.
No.
Congratulations, yes.
What I will say is,
not just
can I stay on the same? Then you come back with another one, so we can stay on the same thing on that topic.
Yeah.
From you battling all this street shit and battling the fucking politics, that was gonna be my question, Jack. What the fuck made you run for politics?
Because I am the streets.
Come on, preach.
I know prison.
Preach.
I know disinvestment. I know I sat in the cell with brown brothers. We sat in the cell with black brothers, white brothers that was all victimized by the same system. And then once you return home, there's no true reformation, nor is there even a house, a place, a car, nothing. No stipend, no SNAP, no nothing for ex-felons the way, can I say it, other than recently, when we come home, we get nothing. While we are feeding people that are not even American, legally. It don't matter whether you go to Humble Park, Austin, Woodlawn, Inglewood, we get nothing to return back to society. So my thing is, man, I've been fighting and watching how they treat us in these communities. And I say, you know what? It's going to take us to save us,
He be front line too,
Oh,
bro.
no, I can't
He be front
stand
line,
it, bro.
you heard?
Tyrone
be going to jail, you heard? He be in them people's face.
Listen,
I seen him, Tyrone.
Jail and death. That's a pleasure.
That's an official member right there, y'all.
That's real.
Okay, so go ahead, Jack.
Yeah.
I asked my question.
What made me do it?
Okay, so seeing that you running, and that's why I told you congratulations, because you know the way the universe works. Hopefully, it go in your favor.
Yeah.
What would be the first thing that you would change?
Man, let me tell you this, man. That I would change personally. First of all, I love my little homies out here. Do you understand that we was able to walk around with masks and conceal our identities every day in these streets, bro? Who and what we would be or what we would get away with? We have a society
Come on.
that authorizes and sanctions the covering of your identity when we used to go to prison for that. We used to go to jail for covering our faces to even walk the street.
Yeah.
You got to legislate against that.
That's fucked
because
up.
I have to feel like if you're walking up with me with a mask, with a concealed face, that's a third of your violence. Because if you come in the door or you jump out the car with a mask, I'm instantly on alert. Now you people jumping out the car with a mask, or I would legislate against that. COVID over with. And if you gotta wear a mask, it's about to be those NKI, those little one hospital
That's
masks.
the first thing you change?
That's what I would do because it helps violence, public safety. That's what I'm about, saving lives. That is just a part of it.
Look. I'm gonna get to the butt of this, right?
Yeah.
How can we support you right now? How can we support you?
Yeah.
How can we support you?
Absolutely.
How?
See, Donations, we coming up on August where we do petitions and signatures. Believe me, my goal is to gather 2,000 volunteers.
Okay.
And if each volunteer gets 100 signatures, that's 200. We gone.
That's
good.
nothing,
That's
Tyrone.
nothing.
We got a family out there.
Absolutely.
We got a big family
So
out
I'm
there.
gonna make the ballot. And the other thing is money. $5, $10, the donations matter.
Anything you can give. Anything you can give.
Tyrone for Senate.us. Tyrone for Senate.us is the website. We're building out all the platforms on the social media. In the next 2 weeks, you're gonna think I'm the biggest candidate in the state. The way we're about to roll out from every set, every clique, every crew, from the boardroom to the streets. Watch what we do. There you go. I'm gonna make the ballot, and I'm gonna win the United States Senate seat because that's an inspiration for our little homies in these blocks and in these hoods.
I got one more question.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is these big homies doing wrong?
So, you talking at these little brothers without really never having any. Like, look at this, Pop. You know how many brothers want to do, young homies want to do podcasts and do it the right way?
That's what I fuck
And
with
these
Pop.
guys, Pop,
That's what I fuck with Pop.
they fuck with Pop, cause Pop doing it the right way. You
I
not
fuck
making
with
an
the younger
excuse.
generation though.
You not making
I'm not
no
stuck
excuse.
in the mentality of
This
an
theirs.
old nigga. You
This
know what
is
I'm
about them. If they don't
This
see
for
an
the culture.
example of what they should be,
Look, I did 20 years, but I just want you to know you could do it too,
You
baby.
can do it too.
You know what I'm saying? Pop do movies. Pop do fucking
Man,
performances, jumping around fucking stages.
how do we
and-
do it, Pop? Where did everything come from? Where did inspiration? Now I'm gonna ask you.
Mama G, baby. Mama Dukes.
Oh, Mama G.
Dukes give me all the love and inspiration I need, bro.
love Mama.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody
I do it for the culture, bro, and I do it for my Puerto Rican people, bro.
Yeah, bro, I love it.
I swear to God, I do. You know,
Yeah, bro.
nothing else.
No, but that Puerto Rican and that black thing, man, that is.
I want to say something while we're
that's
on
a powerful
politics.
thing, bro.
I want to say something. I don't do the politics or religion on this show. I don't. Those are like two no-nos. You know what I'm saying? I always tell all my co-hosts, do not fucking talk about religion and don't talk about politics.
Very sensitive.
Nobody's ever going to be right. You know, everybody's going to be very opinionated.
Absolutely.
Some people might get booty hurt about the next person's opinion. Right. Then we got Chicago baddies instead of and Love and Hip Hop instead of fucking What's Poppin' podcast. But when it comes to politics in Chicago, is what I do want to say is, I'm going to say a few things. What's the mayor's name?
Mayor Johnson. Brandon Johnson.
Mr. Johnson, okay?
Yeah.
That was a bold motherfucking move you made, talking about you ain't rocking with ICE and you finna lock their ass up, you know what I'm saying, if they get out their body. Chicago was the first one to say they own that, and
right.
You know, you made us, look like Chicago, so I fuck with you on that.
Right.
But fuck the going viral, fuck the, you know, just being on the camera real quick, coming through Homo Park and taking a few pictures with Fuentes.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, sidebar, Fuentes.
Wow.
I see your voice for young people and for the immigrants. At first I had I don't do politics.
Yeah.
I did 20 years. So at first I had my suspicions about all politicians, including you. But you're doing a remarkable job. You know what I'm saying? I love to see young people win. And I think you and Mayor
Brandon Johnson
need to connect with more ex-felons that's actually doing some things in this society and that people actually really look up to. But then we can all really make a change.
and on that point, I admire Fuentes.
I see her
Alderman,
work. Salute Jesse.
Alderperson Jesse Fuentes. I admire her.
Salute, yes.
But
yes.
this is why I disagree with all of them.
Come on.
There's 18,000 homeless ex-cons in Chicago.
Whoa. Before we point fingers, though.
Yeah.
Before we point fingers, she has done. They're doing an all right job. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's where we come in.
See,
with the message.
The
And
message.
let them know, hey, look, this is something y'all need to focus
The
on.
message without their action. So we vote these people in office to serve us.
Have you spoke to Jesse Fuentes?
Absolutely.
You have?
Absolutely.
And?
I mean, it's cordial, but it still take Tyrone and Pop to mobilize. See, the vote is everything. Let me show you something. This is what they respect. There's 2 million ex-cons in Illinois. Do y'all understand if 250,000 ex-cons come together, we'll be the biggest, the ex-con is the biggest voting bloc in Illinois and in the world? Because everybody knows somebody that's been incarcerated. Not only that, every ex-con brings with him 5 to 10 people that's going to vote their interest. So Miss Sister Jessie, Mel Johnson, this your issue. You can't talk about you got everything for everybody that come over here, but had nothing for Inglewood, Humboldt Park, or none of these communities where we killing each other because we fighting over crumbs. There's a lot of hypocrisy going on where billions are being spent and we are told not to say nothing or want nothing more for our community. So that becomes my problem. If you give 51 million to non-citizens, and we humanitarian, so we want them all here, you better have 102 million for the citizens. Other than that, you can't do nothing. That's gangster. You can't give them. If I came to your house, I always ask them, and they flunk this every time. Do you pay your neighbor's mortgage? Do you put your neighbor's house out when it's on fire first? Do you buy groceries for your neighbor's refrigerator while your children are hungry? Or do you take care of your house first? Guess what they say? A house. And guess what else I asked them? To prove that they're hypocrites about what they're doing. I say, do you lock the doors on your house? Do you lock the doors on your car? Treat, treat. Do you lock your jewelry up anytime? Do you lock your money up in banks? Yes. Then why do you think it's okay to leave the borders open for terrorists and all manner of crap that can come through and harm our communities? See, every answer is you right, but that's the problem. Nobody challenges them to say,
well,
whatever
one thing
you
I do know is
right.
Tyrone Mohammed, frontline soldier.
That's right.
Challenges them. Look, support your local weed man. It's your boy P.O.P. OG Pop.
That's right.
Jab G.
It's your boy Jab G. You got my vote.
Absolutely.
You got our vote. Hey, look, in the description, Tyrone Mohammed. We'll be right back.
I'm not the one you should give away your heart to.
This is Lemoyne Alexander. Enjoy my new song, Insecurity.
It's my
Click the link to listen to more and join me on my new journey. I'm sure you'll love it. Thank you.
Hey, Jay! Can somebody call UPA Security? We need reliable security that doesn't monkey around, get it.